here at Rayfield Family Literacy. Today we are so elated to have you with us. You'll be cooking with me today, Chef Anthony. We are preparing a uh, a cold tuna casserole, a cold tuna casserole dish. For you fish lovers out there, and this could be either a snack, it could be a dinner, or it could be at any time occasion. All right, so what we're going to be working with again today, we're going to be working with some elbow pasta. First of all, we're gonna cook this elbow pasta, making sure that first we put on a pot of hot water. You want to make sure that your water is at least twice the amount of the pasta, because while the pasta is going to be cooking, if you don't have enough water, it's just going to soak up all the water. So you want to literally put it, let's say at least one good gallon would be able to be sufficient enough to cook one 16 pounds of elbow pasta. And the secret to cooking a good pasta dish is to make sure that you have enough salt in the water that the water tastes like sea salt. You want to make sure that the water tastes like sea salt. That means once you put the salt in there, you may have to add in a half a cup. Don't worry about the pasta becoming, oh, it's too much salt in there. A perfect pasta is with perfect salting, because what it does is that while it's cooking, it's going to absorb all of the salt into the pasta. Remember, the pasta ain't nothing but just a plain starch. So you want to be able to build, infuse, I should say, you want to be able to infuse flavoring into that pasta. Now once it gets to boiling point, you add your pasta in there. Do not put the pasta in there when it's cold, okay, because all it's going to do is kind of clump. When the water gets hot, you want to make sure that you have enough salt in there that you could taste it, and you'll taste it that it tastes salty. And then you're going to add in at least a quarter cup of oil. You want to add in a quarter cup of oil prior to throwing in the pasta. All right, what that does is that it loosens up the pasta where it does not stick together. Every pasta is going to remain loose. Okay, so that's how you want to do it. This will take approximately 15 minutes, anywhere between 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how much you're putting in there for it to cook. And you don't want to cook the pasta all the way through. You want to cook it to a bit of al dente. That means that you could literally bite in it, but when you bite it, you kind of have like a slight little stick. It'll kind of stick to your teeth in a little sense. But when you do that, allow it to go just a little bit past the al dente. Seeing that you're going to utilize it right away, you want to make sure that you have a strainer. Once the pasta is to that point, you're gonna pour it out into that strainer, and then right away get you some cold water, either ice cold water or cold water, because now you want to chill it. You want to immediately pour that cold water over it. So what it does is stops it from cooking. You want to kind of you want to stop it at that particular stage. If it remains hot, the pasta is going to continue to cook and it gets soft. Once you're through with that, remove it from the strainer, and then you want to put it into a bowl, and you want to add at least 2 tablespoons of some more oil on it, just to kind of toss it on the salad to make sure that that's completely loosened up. But the pasta at that point would be ready. Now we have some more light tuna. Okay, you can either get in the package or you can get it in the can. And again, we're going to utilize some onion and celery sticks. Here I have me some celery sticks, and I'm going to use a little bit more because I'm making a little bit more than just a sandwich. No, I'm actually making it into a pasta, and this pasta is pretty much more of a casserole. Therefore, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to slice it. And try to slice it as thin as you need to get it thin. Keep in mind, you don't want to use a dull knife. The sharper your knife, the better it is for you to get a more precision cut. Then we're going to dice that up some. It's important for you to get the celery diced up pretty small, because by it going into this pasta, you don't really want any clumps of the celery. You just want that enhancement of that taste. Likewise, we'll do the same with the onion. Alright, go ahead and add that to the bowl. Take the onion, do the same thing. Peel the onion, cut it down the middle, and then you want to slice it and dice it. We're almost there. For those who like crying, if you don't want to cry much, I suggest you go ahead and you make sure you wash your onions right after you get through peeling it. That way it diminishes the burning sensation that your eyes will appeal to. You're not accustomed to it. One thing chefs believe in is taking time to make something right. We don't like fast processing food because it does not really have much fun in it. But when you could actually take your time to go ahead and make the dish the right way, it's more enjoyable. So don't be always in a rush to be just pop it in the microwave and that's it. Nope, you want to enjoy it, take time to make it. Alright, so we have all of our onions in here, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add the tunas inside. Gonna add some mayonnaise. Mayonnaise that I'm using is light. It's not the heavy mayonnaise. And we're gonna use some pickles, some relish, I should say, relish. Here, as you can see, I had already done pre-made the pasta and had added the relish to it already. And by having this tuna, onion, and celery already mixed up, we're just gonna go ahead and stir this in a little bit more. We're gonna add some black pepper and a little bit of a complete seasoning, or you could just use salt. Try not to go too heavy on it. Keep in mind that the tuna has a light sea salt flavoring to it already. So you don't want to overpower it by adding too much salt. All right. I need some stop this camera right there.